Greetings! Welcome to Bruce's Eclectic World. Hi, how's everybody doing? Hope you're all doing okay. This is day after Father's Day. Hope everyone had an awesome Father's Day. I did. I got to see some of my kids and my grandkids. Got an awesome chair, new chair. See, new chair. Look. It had roller skate wheels on it. Rollerblade, I call them rollerblade wheels. You know, like the inline skates. Some of you out there going, what's skates? Okay, well, you put them on your feet and you roll around, okay? That's the short version. The object of it was you can go places rather quickly and you do everything you can not to fall down. Yeah. Boo-boos. And then you need band-aids and kisses and hugs. And some of that might not be too bad. Anyway, today is Pizza Box Day. And mail call. And, more rabbit hole ideas. And it's all because of one pizza box. Well, not all of it. Mostly. But we'll get into that right after these awesome messages from our sponsors, which is one of them is VCG Resin by Reese, the sponsor of this video today. We'll be right back. Greetings, welcome back. Glad you got to stick around. I want to thank each and every one of you. Awesome people. Every time I turn around, I got more new people. Thank you for stopping by and like, share, subscribing to the channel. Love each and every one of you. You are all special in my heart because I did not know I was ever going to have more than 50. 5 years ago. Yeah, 5 years ago. So, thank you. I also want to thank all of our awesome sponsors. ScaleFinishes.com with that eclectic 10 discount code. And VCG Resin by Reese, the sponsor of this video, and the awesome pizza boxes that he sends. And he's also sponsor of the AFC Livecast in conjunction with Chris Bell over at Scale Speed Garage. He has an awesome deal for you all that do 3D printing. make sure you run over there and sign up over there. You have a special discount, and I think the link's in the description below. We also want to thank our other awesome sponsor, Gaahleri.com, which is one of our other big supporters of this channel. We appreciate everything that they do for this channel. Ooh, I'm like Glenn, I got the burpees when I start talking. For mercy sakes. I've only had 3 cups of coffee today. What's up with that stuff? Anyway, we want to thank all the awesome Gaahleri representatives that helps all of us YouTubers. That you're all special in our hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I think that's all I got for now. I'm sure I left something else. Oh yeah, AMC Livecast. Because Josh and Chris Bell are sponsors of that. That's every Thursday night, except for during the summer. We're on every other week. We will have a show next Thursday from the posting of this video. Our regular scheduled shows will begin every week in August, so stay tuned for that awesomeness. Yeah, marathon shows, one every week. We just can't get enough of you all on the screen. So let's get you down to the workbench and show you our pizza box we got. Actually, we got pizza box, mail call, and rabbit hole ideas. Well, we had the rabbit hole ideas before we got the pizza box, but this just kind of reinforced it because, yeah. Anyhow, 40-year-old stuff. How's that? So let's get you down here to the bench and this. Better get some beverages and popcorn. This is apparently going to be a long video. So I'm still learning how to talk today. Mercy. Is there going to be some bloopers in this one? Could be. So anyway, like I said, today's pizza box day. I know Josh loves me because he puts my name on the box. Thanks, Josh. Love you too, buddy. So, this is the, I know I tell this every time. This is the Christmas medallion that I bought. And I painted it up. And I think I use it for a prop. So there's that. That's pretty cool. There's that. And we do have another pizza box. That's one I bought. So today's subject is Chevrolet 250 SOHC with Weber Carbs engine. This is new on the website. Don't know when the new website's going to be up, but stay tuned because there's a new website coming. If you watched our AMC live cast show when we had Josh on 2 videos ago, yeah. It was an awesome looking website, so much easier, and it'll be easier for him the way it's set up. So let's get this out of the way. Then we'll move this in slowly, slowly, slowly. There we go. I found a lid. That way, if it rolls, it doesn't fall off on the bench and go bing. Let me bring you down here. So this is going to be easier this way. There we go. As you can see, we have a Chevrolet transmission. That is pretty cool. It's an automatic transmission. Slush-o-matic, we called them in when I was a mechanic. Don't quote me. 327 GM. I'm fuzzy on my GM transmissions. And then of course we got the awesome looking. I got to get it right. I think I got that right. Yeah, there we go. Got the cool fed transmission. Then of course we got the standard transmission cover, and of course then you got the cool block. Isn't that nice? Timing chain stuff. There's the back of the bell housing. I was looking at this head. This is really, really cool. You see the cam in it. Isn't that neat? And then you see the valves on this side. And it's got the spark plug hose pre-drilled. So, yeah, it's amazing the level of detail that they're putting in these engines. And then you got the valve cover, an oil pan, and there's the intake for the Webers. And I thought this was unique. I get hold of it. There's a exhaust gasket. I don't know. Could be. Of course, then we got then we got two motor mounts. Pulleys and belt, no fan. Got alternator. Can't get a hold of it. Come on, quit rolling around. And then we got our awesome starter. That's cool. This lid's concave a little bit. Everything rolls around. Then we got ignition coil and fuel pump. Got three distributors. That one has the big hole. This one has all the holes drilled out for the spark plugs. And this one's not drilled out at all. So there's that. Here's these awesome exhaust pipes. Isn't that awesome? And they're already drilled out. That in itself is cool. And then you have the timing chain cover. Somewhere along the line, I'll be able to pick that up and then drop it. So there's that. Isn't that cool? So there's our first look at that stuff. Then over here is the 4 Weber carburetors, okay? And here is all the little breathers, caps that goes on the carburetors. And you notice, I had them in order. Geez, there we go, a little bit better. There's 10 of them. You need 6, so you got 2 spares. Let's see if I make one go flying. If I can get it up there close enough. There we go. I mean, look at the detail in that. Isn't that awesome? So, yeah, there's that cool stuff. That's our first look. Come on. Come on, camera. Wake up. There we go. That's our first look at this new engine he came out with. So thank you, Josh, for sending that. Let me get the large pizza box unboxed, and we'll show you what we bought. Now, I know you're seeing that stuff there, right? Okay, so let's talk about that stuff right there. Okay, this is going to go in maybe this. This is something that I did when I was a kid, and I've actually found all the parts. The rest of the parts are in there, the glass and stuff. This chop top, I'm going to say it's a Chevy, but I got a Ford chassis there. It might be a Ford. I do not have the relevancy, but I remember using a piece of cardboard to cover that up. So there's that. I mean, chassis, yeah, you can make that out of anything. Here's another piece that I found. Don't know what it is, so if you know, put that in the comments below. Don't know, but I don't have the rumble seat trunk thing for that either, but I have parts. And if you look at the bottom of it, it looks like it'll fit. And this here is cut out for T-bucket parts. I have T-bucket parts. I have these parts. I have different chassis, which, you know, that could work. And there it goes on the floor. Where else would it go? Now, this was painted by brush with my mom's fingernail polish, and she gave me that fingernail polish. But I may just leave that. It looks pretty cool. Then there's more parts, more parts. So we got all kinds. That's Corvette parts. There's engines and seats and stuff in here to make this something. So there's the rabbit hole thing. Let me get this part out of the way here, because all of this goes together. We'll just get it over here out of the way. We'll set it forth so we step on it. So let me get this cleaned up, and we'll be right back with the big pizza box. Okay, so up next is the large pizza box that I bought. It was a Christmas gift from Josh. Then I bought some other pieces. At least I thought I was going to. Yeah, I was told no charge. I tell you, Josh is such an awesome person. He got a big heart, and he does top quality work. He stands by everything that he does. I mean, everything's professional, right down to these not so cheap plastic bags. I mean, they're easy to get open. Everything's just top quality. I mean, when you look at his parts, it's like, did he really print those? I mean, you can't tell. I've not had to do very little cleanup on anything. You can't tell where the supports are at. It's voodoo magic. So thank you, Josh, for everything that you do. So let's get you on the bench here and show you where we're at. Not that button, Bruce. That stops the video, dumb shit. So one of the things that I bought, I Okay, I keep saying bought. It's because I had a $50 credit for Christmas, so I consider that buying. Okay. I got 2 of these Buick nailhead engines because I want to put them in a 49 Fords. And as you can see, they're $22. The Wildcat engines. Let's get you down here. The other way. Hello, camera, wake up. There we go. Jeez. Thinks it's a pain in the butt today. Let's start out with these little baggies here. These are barn jacks. We call these barn jacks around here. I forget what Josh called it, but yeah, that's barn jacks. This is all good stuff for your drag and drive stuff, by the way. This is the Weber intake kit, just like we looked at with all the little bits. But this is the cross that goes on the on your engines, V8s, duh. And then I wanted the tow hitch package. So these are $5. So there's those. Got everything in there to put a Reese hitch on your back of your vehicle. And then, of course, you need jacks to jack stuff up with. So I got a couple of those. And then you got to have the trailer hitch accessories, the jack to hold your trailer up, then the hitch and all that stuff for that. And those are also $5. Everything is priced just phenomenal on his website. Here's the parts for the Buick engine. Get down here a little closer. If I can get the camera to cooperate. There we go. The block is absolutely awesome. I keep saying that, don't I? Peekaboo. Everything's got a positive pin on them nowadays. But look at the detail. You could stick some pistons in there and almost run this thing. Of course, it comes with the same automatic transmission. I keep saying that's a 327, but I may be wrong. I'm not a GM guy. Then you got the heads. This is the flatheads. The difference in the flatheads, they set upright like this, and your valve covers are straight up. Speaking of valve, and then speaking of valve covers, we got 2 different valley pans, and then we got the intake and exhaust. I'm gonna see if I pick this up. There's the valve covers. And that's a transmission cover and your oil pan. And there's the valley pans. And there's your exhaust manifolds. Your dual carburetor intake. And then here's your carburetor kits. He always sends a couple extra, so sometimes you have extra parts you can put on other cars. So, some of these might be, no, I think they're all carbureted. Now that one might, these two of these might be injected, fuel injection. Of course, then you got all the other standard pulleys and starter and 3 distributors with the hose and no hose and so there's that. These are absolutely cool. Thing works when it wants to work. But I got double sets of everything, so yeah. Well, you never know when you're going to need two of everything, right? It's like the jack barn jacks. He said, "Well, what size you want?" I said, "One of each." Okay, sure. I forget what he listed them as on the website. Sorry. Can't tell you. But if you want top quality engines, I mean, just like this Wildcat Flathead here, my opinion is you can't get a better printed engine, and they're not on, when you get them, they're not on the supports. That does two things. It makes your job easier to start right in on building, and that's his whole idea behind doing that, and cuts down the cost on shipping and cleaning time. Like I said, you look at that block, anywhere around that block, and you tell me where the supports were to hold that on there. It's voodoo magic. I don't know how he does that. I mean, I got mine pretty small, but you can still tell where ish they're at. It's all in settings. But we want to thank Josh for all the extra parts, the floor jacks, ball jacks, and the tow package. He did not charge me for any of those, so I did not know I was going to be getting a June pizza box. So, because I said, well, just consider the rest of that as my pizza box for June. Because I got this last month, and that's why I was waiting on doing the video. I may do some sneak peeks of that stuff in another video, but that's just the type of guy he is. So, if you haven't been over to VCGResin.com, shame on you. I'm just going to tell you, shame on you. So, that's all I got for this. Oh, wait a minute. I did forget one thing. My rep sent me some I said I was out of this cleaner. I was using the little bottles that came with all the paint sets they sent me. So she sent me this, and this is good cleaner. I like this cleaner. I use this for the initial cleaning out the airbrush, and then I follow by using washer fluid and alcohol. Or IPA, whichever you like. And also, she also sent this too. I told her I had all the other primers. She said, well, what about this one? So, yeah. Thank you, Gaahleri, again, for supporting this channel. Would I buy all this stuff from Gaahleri? Yes, I really would. I recommend it highly. It's this whole new paint line is my thing. I opened a jar of the Tamiya stuff the other day, first time in ever, and I've used some of my acrylics, first time in ever. That's how much I enjoy using this Cledo Colorworks products. The spray's phenomenal, and I add about 3-4 drops of retarder to everything, and I sprayed to 27 foot-pounds. 27 pounds of pressure, foot-pounds. Hey, I'm torquing my heads, okay? Click, 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 click. Okay. But yeah, it's Awesome product. So I highly recommend it. And remember, this week, starting Tuesday, yes, tomorrow. I hope to get this up tomorrow. You can use my Amazon code as well on Amazon right here to get another 10% off on whatever the price is on Amazon, I'm told. And if you go to Gaahlerie's website, you use capital BEW, and that'll get you 10% off of your purchase there. And over at VCG Resin, be sure to use AMC Live, and that will get you 13% off of your pizza box stuff. Yes. So there again, top quality boxing. I mean, Josh does a phenomenal job on everything. From the time he prints it to the time he puts it in your hands, it's absolutely awesome. So thank you, each and every one of my sponsors. Thank each and every one of you. Yes, the guy in the red hat too. I don't talk about him much because he behaves most of the time. But then there's those days. Yep, there's that old person thing again. Brain fart. So take care, my friends. We'll see you in the next video. Save the fingers. Be kind to your neighbors. You don't know when you're going to see them again. And when you beep, when you don't know when you're going to see them again. And we'll catch you in the next video. There's a train coming through. It kind of distracted me. Yeah, I got my outside camera mic on because I like to listen to the birds. I feel like I'm in an arboretum. So then you get to hear the choo-choo train and the dogs barking and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, that's enough of the rambling. Have a great week, and we'll catch you in the next video. Bye. Oh, Ramble City. Yep, there's that old person thing again. Brain fart. And I also want to thank all of our awesome sponsors, starting with, yeah. Just want to beep that out. So take care, my friends. We'll see you in the next video. Save the fingers. Be kind to your neighbors. You don't know when you're going to see them again. And when you beep.